Hello and welcome to Music with Mascots. Kiri is upstairs barking, letting the world know that she is with us in spirit, if not in my lap. Today I'm making a recommendation for an artist, and basically the recommendation is for all of her work. She doesn't have a bad album. There may be one or two pieces that you don't like here or there, but not a lot. If you like jazz, you'll like this. This is a jazz recommendation. The Maria Schneider Jazz Orchestra. Now I don't have all of her CDs. Evanescence, the Thompson Fields. Booklet fell out. No, that's no. Concert in the Garden. Sky Blue. Data Lords. This is, I think, her most recent. It's a 2-disc set. And Winter Morning Walk are songs that she wrote and Dawn Upshaw sings. If you're into jazz and not classical, you may not know who Dawn Upshaw is, but she's an amazing, amazing singer. I did get to see her once at Tanglewood, and it was thrilling. Her voice is just gorgeous. She was doing, I forget who was conducting, but she was doing some works by Golyov, who is a modern classical writer, and quite enjoyable. For those of you that are into vinyl, the box set, Maria Schneider Orchestra. This is Decades. So there are 3 albums in here. This is beautifully packaged, very nice box. Each LP is dedicated to a decade. She's been around recording for over 3 decades now. Started recording in '92. This came out in 2023, so it was appropriate. Show you. So what you get on the covers, you get a timeline of the 10 years that is covered in that disc. It talks about her first album, Evanescence. Her second album, Coming About, is got a 5-star review from Downbeat magazine. 2 new CDs are released here in 2000. So you get the timeline of when the CDs were recorded and released. And up until this album came out, the only way you could purchase her music was on compact disc. It was recorded and engineered to be on a compact disc. And all of the CDs are beautifully recorded. The sound stage is excellent. Quality of the recording, 5 stars, almost every one. Quality of the music, 5 stars. Quality of the performances, 5 stars. It doesn't get better than this in modern jazz. It's as good in some places, but for anything recorded in the last quarter of a century, top notch. Now, the only way you can order this stuff is on her website or on Artist Share, and it's worth going there. You can hear a piece or two. I think Apple Music has something that has like 2 pieces of hers. The same for Spotify. There's just not a lot out there unless you're willing to spend the money to support the orchestra. So if you were just choosing one, which one would I choose? So Data Lords is the most recent. The one that I would recommend to start with is the Thompson Fields. Every number on here is great. The energy that is sustained from beginning to end on this album is 10 out of 10. That's true of most of her albums. The style doesn't change a lot. You can tell that she is progressing and exploring, but you're not going to see a sudden change from one album to another like you would maybe with Miles Davis. The Thompson Fields is probably the one that most people would like the best. The energy from here kind of reminds me at times of the Mahavishnu Orchestra album Apocalypse, especially the last piece, Hymn to Him, that has a remarkable energy. This has that same kind of energy without the back repetition of chord changes that you find in Hymn to Him. On those grounds, I would say this is a better album with a similar energy. So if you like that, I would definitely pick this up. The Thompson Fields. Now these are packaged nicely. You have a slipcover. And inside the slipcover, because this is cardboard, they provide you with a second anti-static guard. Maybe a little static in there. I'll shoot it with my Milky before I play it. I've heard all these pieces before because I've had the CDs. I first heard about the Maria Schneider Orchestra when I was reading an interview with David Bowie. They worked together on his recording Sue that he released on his Black Star album, the last album before he died. Very nice box set for Maria Schneider. And definitely give one of her CDs a chance. Well worth the expense. The amount of pleasure I've gotten listening to her recordings, hours. I got a little obsessive when I first got them. I bought Evanescence first. I bought that as a used CD on Discogs because I was interested. And I liked this so much that I visited her website and I bought these four. I had already purchased Sky Blue and the box set all at the same time. And I became obsessed in sitting and listening through these albums. I spent hours listening to this music, and I will spend hours more. So, if you want modern jazz, if you want modern jazz, you like traditional jazz, this blends modern styles with more traditional solos and more traditional feel here and there, depending on the piece. All of it is incredibly beautiful music. If you like jazz. My wife doesn't like jazz, so I wouldn't buy any of these albums for her. But if you like jazz, this is definitely something. Unfortunately, you can't, or actually, fortunately for her, you can't stream it, so you have to support the artist directly. So I would definitely recommend that you pick one out and get it, see if you like it, and if you do, buy more. Don't buy more than you can afford. You can afford one album, and that's it. Again, Thompson Fields is the way to go. If you're a vinyl nut and you only do vinyl, the boxed set is the way to go. I love music. I love it in all its forms. And someday I'll tell you my feelings about which medium is the best. We all have our prejudices. Thank you for joining me here at Music with Mascots. I added audio file to the name of the channel, just so people that kind of get a better idea of what I'm doing. And please hit the like and subscribe button, especially if you made it this far. Put a comment down below. Have you heard Maria Schneider's work? What do you think of it? Do you feel as strongly about it as I do? Maybe, maybe not. She won a Grammy. Concert in the Garden makes history. First Grammy for an album with internet sales only. I do have Concert in the Garden. Grammy award winning. Internet sales only. That's pretty astonishing. well worth a listen. And for vinyl purists, there's the box set. Again, please hit like and subscribe. Make a comment down below. Let me know what you think.